place. It almost felt good. For 2 hours now, the spectator drones had been swarming above the widower trees, dodging the lashing razor vines. I figured the vault heads knew something I didn't. I was right. Sudden movement focused my attention. An azure halo of plasma fire crowned the foliage. Widower trees screamed as they caught fire. Opening salvo in the contest. Judging from the tenor of the screams, not all from the trees. First blood as well. As one, the drones flocked toward the chaos. I braced for impact and dropped. My widower tree, somehow stirring from the botanical soporific I'd administered, shrieked. It lashed a razor vine at me. Panic, dull and distant, coursed through me. The other widower's screams must have jarred it awake. I landed, rolled and sidestepped, but too late. The razor vine struck through my boot sole. A crimson flash of pain lashed through my foot. I ran, hobbled and bleeding. I'd been lucky. I'd lost, at most, a toe. It could have been a foot, an Achilles tendon, or worse. My sense of balance compensated by elvish alacrity, keeping me nimble in spite of it all. I'm what most beings on the Crucible would call a svar elf. I had the ears, the gold eyes, and the conniving, at least to blend in among the assortment of gangs and thieves guilds who called themselves shadows. But blending in isn't the same as fitting in. I didn't come from the same world as anyone else in my guild. I'd been ripped from my home. Years ago, in a flash of alien magics, my city had been transported from my world and reappeared in the Crucible. Another victim of whatever power was stitching the Crucible together out of patchworks of stolen worlds. Things made sense where I came from. I knew what I was. I was Vera Tyrandel Agrulikon, executioner, enforcer, third niece of the Lord Mayor, and god-aunt to the heir of the city. After we arrived on the Crucible, my people and I tried to hold to our center, but the Crucible might have been better named Centrifuge. It'll rip you apart. Nothing you had before can last. No belief, no ideal, no self-conception. Until we arrived, my people had thought we were alone in the universe. Just coming here was violence enough to us. But that had been just the start. We'd materialized on the border of Martian territory. It hadn't taken the Martians long to sense our disorientation and weakness. In hard-fought battles, we turned away their saucers and tripod walkers, but not a single one of our buildings was left standing. By the time the Brobnar decided to hold one of their literal death concerts atop the rubble, we scattered. It's been years since I've seen anyone from home. I'm not sure we would recognize each other if we did. A flock of silverwings erupted in the far distance and fled skyward. Silverwings were death birds, apparently evolved on a world awash in tremendous thunder. The foliage would have hidden movement. Those birds would have budged for one thing only: vibration. Big, ground-churning, root-snapping vibration. Ponderous Earl was a mammoth of an Archon, an adamantium-skinned golem even heavier than he looked. Ponderous Earl was not reputed to employ any Brobnar giants or other creatures that could shake the earth. I had to gamble that Ponderous Earl's opponent didn't either, or that they themselves weren't as large as Ponderous Earl. Everything's a gamble when it comes to Archons. The Archons can be small as a fairy, or so big as to be mistaken for some dead king's vainglorious monument, but they have a few things in common. 1. They're all interested in cracking open vaults of ancient knowledge, treasures, and secrets left behind by the Crucible's even more mysterious architects. They will fight each other and recruit retinues of the Crucible's inhabitants to help them, for the privilege of opening a vault. 2. Archons all have the power to take care of their private armies. They heal traumas. They raise the fallen. But bystanders, let alone infiltrators like me, get no such guarantees. Sure, sometimes you'll get lucky with the do-gooder Archon.